So I'm delighted today to introduce Daniel Hawkins and Jenna Davis, and they're going to take us through some information around sort of asset information and data intelligence in the port sector. And this is it's an interesting sector for the Institute. We've got a number of different ports authorities around the world who are engaged and involved with us, so it'd be really interesting. I just want to point out that Daniel was shortlisted for one of our Next Gen awards as well. So this is just a great opportunity for our Next Gen community to sort of engage and involved and give the opportunity to talk to everyone about the work they're involved with. And you might have noticed that he also had a little article in the latest Assets magazine. So do check out the Assets magazine as well, because you'll see some of the other people who were shortlisted and are the winners as well. So now I'll hand over to Daniel and Jenna, and if you can just introduce yourself, and we'll handle questions at the end. Just as a reminder, please put questions in the questions tab. If you want to drop anything into chat, please do that as well, but please put questions in the questions tab. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. A bit of an introduction then. So I work for KPMG with Jenna in what we call the government and infrastructure team, but have come up through sort of an engineering academic background, a little bit of work in the engineering space, and then jumped into PwC in the KPMG world of consulting, turning my engineering into analytics, business intelligence as they call it, particularly with PwC. And then since working with Jenna as a bit of a asset management guru and mentor, I started turning business intelligence into asset intelligence. So that's kind of where I've come from and where I am today. Jenna, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi, thanks, Daniel. So my name's Jenna Davis, and I work with Daniel in the KPMG Infrastructure and Government team. I'm based in Dublin, whereas Daniel's based in our Belfast office. I started my career for about 12 years with Network Rail, went through the graduate scheme, and obviously asset management was something that was ingrained in us from the very beginning, which was great because it came from the top. So I've been involved in the IAM probably since about 2010, when we first did the Orbis program within Network Rail, which was introducing technology, mobile phones, apps, all that sort of stuff. Seems all very normal these days. I then went to the States with Network Rail Consulting for 3 years and was advising railway companies there on their asset management techniques. And following that, I joined KPMG in London and moved across to the Irish firm. In their asset management team originally in London, and work with clients on their asset investment plans, asset management strategies, and also embedding asset management into sort of organizational transformations and reorgs. So that's me, and I'll hand over back to Daniel now, who will take you through what we're going to talk about.
So had our introduction. We're going to talk to you today about ports and asset intelligence. Ports sort of in the contextual lens, what are ports, what is their role, what assets do they have, and then asset intelligence is going to talk a little bit more conceptually. As consultants, we work with a lot of companies in different ways, and I feel the tenets of asset intelligence are very similar to other analytical processes, and it's often overlooked. So I'd like to frame that how I interpret asset intelligence, and then hopefully that's something you can take away. And then we'll come back to ports and look at what we did specifically with our clients.